Heyo, Andrew Whipple here from Gamer's Guide to Life, and I'm here today to tell you about a little game called Bastion. Remember those incredible action RPGs back in the 90s? It's something you don't see too much of nowadays. Well, Bastion is Supergiant Games' love letter to those who enjoy those types of games, like The Secret of Mana, one of my personal favorites. Bastion's story is one conceived in mystery. Playing as the kid, you wake up only to find your world decimated by what the game calls the Calamity. In response, you make your way to the Bastion, a safe haven everyone is supposed to go to in case of an emergency. Soon after, you discover that the Bastion might hold the answers to whatever the Calamity is, but like the rest of the world, it's plagued by injury. It's here that you must venture about the sundered world, collecting core fragments that slowly restore the Bastion to its former glory, and perhaps discovering more about the Calamity itself. Overall, the mystery of the Calamity and the world of Bastion are both compelling storytelling devices. You never really know what's going on at any given point, but the information that's slowly revealed to you is so enticing you simply have no choice but to keep playing. The Bastion itself acts as your hub to the rest of the world. It's the place that you'll constantly be going back to for upgrades, switching out weapons, as well as a variety of other features. It's great because after every single core you find out in the wild unknown, the Bastion slowly comes to life, allowing you to build unique structures that each give the kid invaluable perks. The Forge, for instance, allows you to get a total of 5 upgrades for each weapon in your arsenal. The cool thing is, each upgrade is composed of 2 separate stats, and you can only choose one. Thankfully, if you don't care for one, you can always switch it for the other at no additional cost. Besides that, the distillery lets you choose from an assortment of spirits that each give unique passive bonuses. The memorial gives you shards, the in-game currency for completing special tasks, and the shrine displays a whole mess load of idols that act like Halo's skulls. If you activate these idols, they give you increased experience in shards, but enemies become much tougher. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, okay? Yeah, take that. Holy hell! What separates Bastion from everything else out there, though, is the narrator. I don't have enough good things to say about this feature, but throughout the course of the game, the narrator talks about your actions, but not once will he repeat himself. Take falling off a random cliff, for instance.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
Now that he's said that, you'll never hear the same line again. You'd think that having someone talk about your actions constantly would be annoying, but the way Supergiant went about the process is nothing short of exemplary. Since games lift material and copy-paste many core features from the successful games out there, it's a breath of fresh air to see something like the narrator. No one's done anything like this. Combat-wise, Bastion represents the best parts of Secret of Mana. It has even a little action bar in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It's completely skill-based, turnless, and an excellent variety. They make the combat scenarios always feel fresh and exciting. With 11 weapons to choose from and a shield that's always equipped, you'll be hard-pressed to be bored of your options. At any point, you can wield 2 weapons of your choosing, though. And it doesn't matter if you decide to take both melee or ranged equipment. It'll be a bit harder, but I found the best way to do business was with a melee weapon of some sort coupled with a ranged. My personal favorite combo was the Brusher's Pike and Army Carbine, sometimes the Mortar too. You also could choose one secret attack to bring with you. These moves aren't spammable by any means, but they can easily save you from a sticky situation if you time it right. The arcade game Shadow Complex had me entranced by its Proving Ground challenges, and wouldn't you know that Bastion does the exact same thing. Each individual weapon contains one stage or Proving Ground, where you must pass a test. Perform exceptionally and you'll take first place, which usually gains you a secret technique along with an experience and or upgrade materials. Every scenario is a blast to go through, and if you're having trouble on one, you can always go back to the Forge and bring your upgrades with you to make things a bit easier. I have to mention something about the artwork as well. You've been seeing it, and it truly is a beautiful piece of work. Everything is hand-drawn, and the environments sparkle with that creative sheen only the most imaginative games can muster. I absolutely love how while traversing the world, it builds itself around you. Coupled with the narrator, I could probably just walk around the world itself and be good to go. Oh yeah, and the music, good lord, the music. The soundtrack to this game does nothing but augment its awesome. I mean, just listen to this. As far as replay value goes, Bastion clocks in at around 6 or so hours. It's not a mainline retail release, so that's a perfect amount of time for what it is, and there's an assortment of things you can do after you're done. For one, there's the New Game Plus mode, which allows you to carry over all your experience, weapons, and equipment into a new save. Doing this will make the game 100 times easier, and you can blow through it in under 2 hours easy. You can always activate every idol in the shrine to make the game that much harder, and there are 3 special levels called Who Knows Where. It's a series of about 20 waves of enemies that become very difficult if all your idols are active. But the narrator gives you some really interesting information every time you clear a wave. Beyond that, there's really no need to go through the game again, and again. You'll already have every upgrade, weapon, spirit, and maxed out your level by the time you do the New Game Plus once. That's kind of to be expected though, because once again, this is a downloadable title, not one of those 600-hour RPGs. The only other problem I had with this game is that sometimes when you're introduced to a new weapon, there isn't an arsenal nearby to switch it out. It's a pain in the ass, because sometimes you'll end up with 2 slow-ranged weapons, and that sucks. It doesn't happen too often, but it definitely makes certain areas harder than they needed to be. While Bastion comes extremely close to surpassing my insatiable love for the Secret of Mana, I still consider it one of my favorite titles in the action RPG genre. Its soundtrack, atmosphere, and absolutely excellent gameplay make this an easy title to recommend to any kind of gamer out there. Hopefully this isn't the last we've seen of Bastion, because Supergiant Games, we need more titles like this.